Imagine a world where billionaires, politicians, and celebrities can stash their fortunes in secret, untouched by taxes, unmonitored by governments, and completely out of reach from the public eye. This isn't a plot from a movie, it's the reality uncovered by the Panama Papers leak. In 2016, the world's attention was focused on political instability and global conflicts, when suddenly, one of the largest data leaks in history exposed the financial secrets of the elite. Over 11.5 million documents revealed a global network of hidden wealth and shady offshore dealings, shaking governments and financial systems worldwide. But what exactly did the Panama Papers expose, and how deep does this web of secrecy go? The world in 2016, April 2016. While the world grappled with political unrest, including the ongoing Syrian civil war and debates over Brexit, another global event would steal the headlines: the release of the Panama Papers, a trove of confidential documents leaked from Mossack Fonseca, a law firm in Panama, shook the world. This leak came at a time when people were already disillusioned with power structures, and it pulled back the curtain on a hidden financial system reserved for the elite. The world was captivated not just because of the size of the leak, but because of who was involved: heads of state, billionaires, celebrities, and even criminals. It painted a stark contrast between the everyday people struggling with taxes and financial crises, and the global elite hiding vast fortunes offshore. The leak. The Panama Papers were leaked to Süddeutsche Zeitung, a German newspaper, by an anonymous whistleblower known only as John Doe. This person handed over 11.5 million documents from Mossack Fonseca, a firm that specialized in creating shell companies for the world's wealthiest individuals. These shell companies allowed them to hide their assets, minimize their taxes, and operate in tax havens with little to no oversight. The leak spanned 4 decades and revealed connections to over 140 politicians, including 12 current or former heads of state. It wasn't just politicians, though. Business tycoons, athletes, and even criminals were all linked to offshore accounts. This was more than just a few secret bank accounts. It was an entire system built to keep the wealth of the elite hidden. Mossack Fonseca, the firm behind the secrets. At the center of the scandal was Mossack Fonseca, a law firm founded in Panama in 1977. For years, the firm operated discreetly, creating offshore companies that existed only on paper. These companies had no employees, no offices, and no real business activities, but they provided a powerful service: secrecy. Clients from all over the world used Mossack Fonseca to hide their wealth. While creating offshore companies isn't illegal, it became clear that many of these companies were being used to dodge taxes, launder money, and conceal questionable business dealings. Mossack Fonseca had ties to many high-profile clients, and the leak exposed the firm's role in facilitating this global web of secrecy. The Panama Papers revealed a stunning array of high-profile individuals linked to offshore accounts. While Russian President Vladimir Putin wasn't named directly, his inner circle was involved, funneling around $2 billion through offshore companies. Iceland's Prime Minister Sigmundur Gunnlaugsson was forced to resign after it was revealed that he had secretly owned an offshore company with his wife, and they had sheltered millions in assets. FIFA officials, already embroiled in corruption scandals, were also implicated. Argentine soccer star Lionel Messi was tied to offshore accounts used to handle image rights, raising questions about tax evasion. British political figures, the King of Saudi Arabia, and multiple other world leaders were all implicated, showing that the offshore system wasn't just for the criminal underworld, but also for the global elite. Global repercussions. The fallout from the Panama Papers was swift. Iceland saw its prime minister resign, and protests erupted in countries like Pakistan, where politicians and their families were exposed for hiding their wealth. Investigations were launched in multiple countries, and governments promised to crack down on offshore tax havens. Yet, despite the scale of the leak, not all those implicated faced serious consequences. While Mossack Fonseca eventually closed in 2018, claiming they were innocent and merely offering legal services, the leak highlighted a disturbing truth. This wasn't just a rogue law firm, but a systemic issue. The wealthy and powerful were able to operate outside the rules that govern the rest of us. The true crime connection. For those of you who follow true crime, the Panama Papers offers a fascinating angle. This scandal shows that crime isn't always about theft or violence. Sometimes, the biggest offenses are hidden in plain sight. Financial crime often takes place in boardrooms and law offices, using loopholes and complex legal systems to hide illegal activities. Organized crime groups also took advantage of these offshore accounts. From drug cartels to human trafficking rings, these groups use shell companies to launder money and move funds across borders without detection. The Panama Papers showed how closely financial crime can be tied to the criminal underworld, blurring the lines between white-collar crime and more traditional criminal activities. The ongoing impact. While the initial shock of the Panama Papers made headlines, its impact continues to resonate. Some reforms have been made, and governments have pledged to tackle offshore tax havens, but many experts believe that much of this hidden wealth remains untouched. The Panama Papers showed that this wasn't just about a few bad actors. It was a system that had been in place for decades, benefiting those in power. The scandal raised difficult questions about global inequality, tax justice, and the fairness of financial systems that allow the rich to play by different rules. For true crime fans, the Panama Papers offers a rare glimpse into the shadowy world of financial crimes and how they operate on a global scale. It's a reminder that sometimes the most significant crimes are the ones we can't see, hiding behind layers of legality and secrecy. The Panama Papers may have shed light on a massive hidden system, but it left many questions unanswered. What do you think? Was enough done to hold those involved accountable? Should governments do more to stop this kind of financial crime, or is this just the tip of the iceberg? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe the elite should face stricter consequences for hiding their wealth offshore? And what other financial scandals do you think are still lurking in the shadows, waiting to be uncovered? If you found this deep dive into the Panama Papers scandal intriguing, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more investigations into the world of true crime and corruption. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. There's much more to uncover, and who knows what secrets are still out there. Stay tuned for the next investigation, where we dive deeper into the hidden networks of the powerful and the crimes they commit. Some in plain sight, others in total darkness. You won't want to miss it.